We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Heat and the Dragons. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Justin Johnson will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Max Taylor is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Grounded to short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Batting second, the left fielder, DeMarcus Peterson.
At the plate, DeMarcus Peterson has been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kellogg is there, 2 gone.
Batting third, the shortstop, Terry.
Now in the box, Jerome Terry. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Pitch on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lewis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Benji Easel, a native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low 1s. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball and the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Now at the plate, Bryce Lewis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this out.
Stepping up now, Omar Valido. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a throw over, back in standing. Here comes the first pitch. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Roy, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit right there and a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, Danny. He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. To the plate now, Bill Stokes. A ball and no strikes. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Terry is there, and he's got it for the first out.
That is good. The right fielder.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jack North. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, their chances of pushing across and run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Standing in now, Bo Jay. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Jay is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. That evens it up 1-1. Look over to first, and the runner back in standing. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
1-2. Here it is. Hit hard to third. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. We've played an inning. Still 0-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Slocum. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Here's the first pitch to him.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. The 2-1 home. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul. Pitch popped up. Vargas is there. 1 away.
That's it. The right fielder, Junior Richard.
In now, Junior Richard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Racing back the center fielder. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box now, Alan Foster. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Foster stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Boris starts, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Fly ball out toward left center field. Lewis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. On now to the bottom of the second. Venus is out in front here, 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Reggie Kellogg is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Now the pitch.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
That misses 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0.
Yep, that ball went out.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have inning success.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping in, Angel Vargas comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
He's got it. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Settling in now, Luke Wagner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fouled off. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And he misses ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Justin Johnson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
0-1 count and the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Angel Perez. Here comes the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
In the air out to left. Lewis is there, and he has it for the out. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Benji Easel. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
3-2 now. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The center fielder, Taylor.
Digging in to try it again, Max Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat. They can go deep.
At the plate, DeMarcus Peterson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Peterson is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Liner towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Heat lead this one 2-0. Leading off the inning, Bryce Lewis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lewis.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Omar Valido. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Into the box, Bill Stokes. This is lifted out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. All set for the start of the 4th, and next will be the speed threat, Jerome Terry.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Not in time as he steals second. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Stepping in now, Junior Richard, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
One and one, here it comes. 1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Here now the 2-2.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Digging in now, Alan Foster. First pitch coming, here it is. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Slocum on second. Richard on at first with nobody out. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And he missed with it. It's 1 and 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3 and 2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. But Kira Nakajima answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Boris Starks will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball one, no strike.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Standing in, Angel Perez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with sac fly.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Forkball didn't miss by a whole lot. 2-2. In the air to right center. Here comes the right fielder. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
So here now is the pitcher, Benji Easel. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well, they set up away, but the forkball stays out there for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Forkball, and he can't make contact, so it's full now, 3-2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Standing in now, Max Taylor, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he got him. Digging in, Jerome Terry. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Terry.
Here comes the first pitch. Forkball called strike 0-1. The pitch.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Venus leads this one 9-0. Stepping in, Jack North. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Now here it comes. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
To the plate now, Bo J. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
In now, Reggie Kellogg, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
The count's 1-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate now, Angel Vargas, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Here's the 2-2.
3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
A bouncer up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. A hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Luke Wagner, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 11 home runs and 22 RBIs. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Carlos Quintana gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this.